the longest time, the temporary foreign worker program has been a source of cheaper labor for many employers, that businesses are warning on the consequences of Ottawa's tougher policies to hire a TFW. Now, Minister, if both the temporary foreign workers and employers are not happy, why does Canada still keep the temporary foreign worker program?
You're talking about a low-wage stream that is only a very small portion of temporary residents in Canada. And maybe it is the case that employers need to pay their employees more, and we need to address what is in this area sometimes a very disproportionate relationship between employers and employees. I'm not going to say that every employer mistreats their employee. Far from that. I think if there's any indication from the screenings that we do is that the vast majority of employers are responsible. But there are challenges in the system. There are exploitative relationships that exist, and we need to crack down on them. That includes a proper wage. Clearly, in some of the low-wage categories, whether it's people working in farms, whether it's people working in food processing, we've seen an exponential rise in those categories in the last few years, and those need to be addressed, I think, in the proper fashion, reducing the volume, but also making sure that we are not cutting off an area of industry in agriculture that in this era of food inflation is very important to the food sovereignty of Canada. So the answers aren't simple. It starts with making sure that everyone is treated with dignity as they work in Canada, regardless of whether they are temporary or a Canadian citizen. But it goes through making sure that the federal government is cracking down on bad behavior, making sure that employees in some circumstances may have more open permits than perhaps the conditions that they face currently, whether it's regional permits or sectoral permits. It's something we're looking at as we continue to reform the system. It's clear that the age of unlimited supply of cheap foreign labor is over, and I think that is a good thing, but it isn't. These are not sort of binary discussions and decision points. There's some nuance within them, and it comes with a package of reforms that are important, and we'll continue to work, consult with industries, consult with employees, consult with organizations that have these issues near and dear to their heart to make sure that we get the policy package right, and that includes, importantly, the province of BC.